Any way you look at it, it's been a disastrous year for Disney, whether you're talking about the theme parks or streaming, or of course, the disappointing box office numbers that they've been seeing. But a bad year continues to get worse as the movie that they saved for last, their last release of the year, Avatar 2, The Way of Water, a movie that reportedly needs to hit around $2 billion just to break even, is now disappointing at the box office. And as a result, you're now looking at the stock tanking once again, setting up for the worst year that Disney's had in nearly half a century. Disney stock on its way to worst year since 1974 after Avatar sequel disappoints. Shares declined 5% to lowest since March 2020 after Disney expressed disappointment with Avatar box office returns in China. And it's not just in China, it's kind of everywhere. Now in China, it was expected to open to around $120 million at the box office, and it only ended up with $57 million opening weekend. That is a massive shortage for what they expected to have. Of course, here in the United States, domestically, we talked about it as well. $134 million was a little bit disappointing based on what they thought they would be, but if it has a great hold, who knows what can happen? Well, now we know what the first Monday number is, and although it's the second highest Monday of this year, it's not anywhere close to where they were hoping to be. Avatar: The Way of Water has second best Monday of 2022 with $16 million, domestic box office at $150 million plus. Now, the best Monday of 2022 belongs to a movie that Avatar needs to replicate. They need to replicate the type of hold and success that something like Top Gun: Maverick had in its second week at the box office. And you can see the best Monday of 2022 belongs to Top Gun: Maverick's Memorial Day of $33.8 million. That is certainly not what Avatar: The Way of Water just did. As you can see, a 56% drop off on Monday, all the way down to 16 million. Whereas Top Gun: Maverick, if we scroll down for those numbers, it went from 36 million on Sunday down only 8% to $33 million on Monday. Now that's Memorial Day, it's a holiday, but this is also the Monday before Christmas, where most kids have the days off. A lot of people are doing things like going to movies, but that is not what happened with Avatar. And certainly, when you look at something like this, it also needs to do Force Awakens numbers. Avatar 2, first Monday box office, underperforming Star Wars by 60%. When you look at what Force Awakens did all the way back in 2015, you can see that first Monday number was a $40 million number. Now, I don't think Avatar 2 needs to make as much domestically as Force Awakens did, certainly, because it's going to have big international numbers. But there's a lot of troubling signs right now, and it has led to Disney stock once again going down. And this is why I say a bad year just continues to get worse, because as you look the year to date, look at this number, $87. That's what Disney stock is sitting at. It's down nearly half, nearly a 50% drop for Disney right now. This is on top of $1.5 billion loss in streaming the last quarter. Now, this quarter may end with Avatar not looking to make its money back. Once again, another Disney box office disappointment that loses money for Disney if this movie doesn't do what people are thinking it will do. And right now, it certainly doesn't look to be the case. Disney shares sank nearly 5% to its lowest level since March 2020 after Way of Water was one of the priciest movies in Hollywood history, fell short of the hype its opening weekend. According to the stock tracker, that March of 2020 bottom was short-lived before the stock jumped to nearly 200 per share. Outside of that temporary dive, Disney's stock closing at $85.78 per share on Monday is the lowest number in nearly a decade since May of 2014. In January of 21, a mere 2 years ago, Disney stock was riding high at about $185 per share. Then the Disney pigs targeted children with their grooming techniques, even in children's movies, and it all went sideways. We know that that's the biggest cause of all of this. Whether you're talking the theme park, streaming, box office, there's one thing that all this stuff has in common, and it's Disney and the way that people feel about Disney. The way that families feel about Disney now that they know there's a not-so-secret gay agenda. Now that they've been sacrificing entertainment so that they can push woke identity politics. That is a problem for a lot of people. How many people is that keeping away from Avatar? How many people just aren't interested in a follow-up to what you saw in 2009? I don't know. People can try to spin it any way they want, but right now, when you look at the disappointing numbers, when you look at the stock price, when you look at the fact that it needed to hit these kind of Top Gun Maverick numbers, and it doesn't look right now like this hold will be anywhere close to that, This could be setting up to be a disaster for Disney. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.